57 of the 62 cross-country finishers presented for the final horse inspection on Sunday morning in front of the stunning Badminton House. All passed, many clearly extremely fit following their exertions the previous day, tackling Giuseppe's well-received track. With one phase remaining, it was time for the decider, the show jumping. In ninth place overnight, having risen from equal 15th after dressage, the first we see in the show jumping is the four-time badminton champion Sir Mark Todd. Your commentator is Mike Tucker.
Well, clear rounds have not been easy to come by. And of course, as we go in reverse order of merit, the pressure builds. But this man knows all about pressure. And of course, he's ridden in the Olympic show jumping. He did both in Seoul in 1988 and again in 1992. But with Leonidas lying in ninth place overnight, all very close behind those above him, a clear round will really turn the screw on the rest. So what can Mark Todd do? 88 seconds is the time allowed. We're counting down. Few time faults earlier on, but once the stars have come in, that time hasn't looked too difficult. But there are several fences on this course that have taken a little bit of a hammering. Here's one coming up now. But he's keeping a lovely rhythm, and the horse looking fresh as a daisy. See that imitation water ditch underneath that one, that again to another that has been down once or twice. Mark Todd on his dressage score plus 1.2, 47 his score. Coming close home now. Two left. Time's going to be close, but I think all right. To have judged it to an absolute nicety. Jumps the last. Oh, and he gets a fraction of a time fault. It is one for every commenced 1 second, so it's a score of 1 to add to the overnight score of Mark Todd. It'd still be a very useful score for sure, but he'll probably curse himself, but it could cost him a few thousand. We'll see. Now Bettina Hoy. Bettina Hoy with designer 10 for Germany. I think this has been the one combination that really yesterday proved they are back as good as ever. She really did ride beautifully. Show jumping has been one of her strong points. Remember, this is the lady who could have won an Olympic gold medal in Athens, having crossed her tracks once the bell went, and so cost her all sorts of problems, and certainly cost her the Olympic gold of 2004. Keeping a lovely rhythm, and this is a jumper. So easy to jump very flat after the rigours of the cross-country day, but look how this horse, he's a big horse, big scopy horse, and he's so careful too, which is something for a third day test is really pretty unusual. Time looks okay. Big bow jump. Oh, and he just runs on. Oh, and he clips that pole. That's an expensive 4 penalties as they turn to the last. Is she going to get time faults? Because this is a case where it could be very, very costly. Rubs the last, gets away with that, and just inside, so it's 4 to add, 48.4, it will put her down, currently in 8th. Look at it again, as you can see, the horse jumps so big, he makes ground, and that was her problem in the fence down. Now Jog Paget. Clifton Lush withdrew overnight with Clifton Promise, but is still very much in the reckoning. Clifton Lush currently in 5th place on that score of 40.8, and that is within a fence of the leader, his compatriot Andrew Nicholson. This crowd are on the edge of their seats. They really are. Every little error, every second is going to count. Very knowledgeable. You can virtually hear every sigh, every breath. Nicely through the combination. This man is a classic horseman, good in all three phases. If there's one thing that we have to learn in Britain now, we have to provide youngsters that are good in all phases. It's crucial. And this man is epitome of that. Great eye, you saw him there, just ride forward, keep the horse in balance. Just tapping those, but Clifton Lush is certainly another horse that looks fresh. And he gives the current leader Mark Toddle, and that's going to be costly again. He goes 44.8, coming to the last. But will he stay ahead? Time is fine, jumps the last, gets home, 44.8. So he goes into 5th position. So, watch again as we see the one error. It's been one that has happened for many. So the door opens a little wider for those above him. And here we see Ingrid Klipke, 47 years old. Her first Olympics was on a British bred horse called Sleep Late in Sydney in 2000. But with Abraxas, she really has made a name for herself, and he wasn't an easy horse. In fact, one of her daughters now rides Abraxas, 2 little girls, Ingrid has. But this lady on this horse could be a future champion. Just watch this horse jump. Real class. She does quite a lot of international show jumping with this horse during the winter. And in fact, there have been a lot of the international show jumpers who would fancy buying this horse just for jumping. Shows how highly the horse is thought of. Abraxas has lost her a number of medals. It was not easy in this phase. But this is a totally different kettle of fish. Look at this, loves it, and clean. On that score of 40.2, she was in 4th. If she comes home clear, the rest have really got to dig deep to keep their places. That lottery fence, got rid of that. Spoilt many people's dreams here, this badminton. Turning for home now. Just the last, time is fine. Great round. A great performance at their night 2015 badminton. Could this be Germany's first ever win? Just watch this horse. So good to watch. Neat in front. Immediately back into the rhythm. She has put the marker down. What a round!
Lying in 3rd overnight after a brilliant clear cross-country inside the time, Oliver Townend and Armada fell foul to Kelvin Bywater's show-jumping track. Their unfortunate 16 faults dropped them down the leaderboard to 11th.
An absolute nightmare for Ollie Townend. They had done so well in those first 2 phases. So out he goes, and on we go to William Fox Pitt Chilly Morning. Won it in 2004, Tamarillo. He would love to win it again. He's a horse that has been specially prepared for this one competition. Lost a silver medal for sure individually in Malmo with the fence down, and then again too won a bronze individually, but lost a chance to challenge the leaders for a gold in the individual in the Worlds. But at his best, he certainly got a chance. William, who rode Bay My Hero in Kentucky and jumped a brilliant show jumping round. He's really now got this particular discipline, which is so important, very well mastered, has Chile Morning. And through the treble nicely. Been called Mr. Cool for a number of years now, but if there's one occasion more than any when we want this man cool, it's right now. Hardly dare breathe. Nicely through the combination there. Ingrid Klimke on 40.2. Will he keep his second place? Or could he go up? Or could he go down? One left. This has been a masterpiece from William Foxpitt. He has, of course, been the world's #1 on many occasions. Would this put him back there? It could do. It could do a brilliant round. William Foxpitt at his very, very best, and the crowd love that. 11 years since he won his first ever badminton. 2009, the last British win. And the last to go. Andrew Nicholson, the 15-year-old Nereo. He's put in some great performances, but this probably the one occasion where Andrew would wish him to put his best foot forward. He wants this title so badly. Oh! He did not have a good shot to that. Got so deep and it's all gone. Ah, he's been dreaming of this competition for literally 12 months. He thought he'd get the horse right for it, but it's the show jumping that's the undoing. So already on 45.8. This is a big disappointment for this man. Calico Joe, his other ride, had a really bad show jumping round, and could that have affected this round with Nereo? Don't think we would have imagined that Andrew would go down with such a mistake as he made at fence 2. Oh, there's such highs and lows in any sport, but when you have horses involved as well and you work together as a partnership, this is a real big disappointment for this man, and there'll be so many people who feel sorry for him. He's been at the top of the tree for so long, and if there's one competition he deserves, it's certainly this one, but it's not to be. Andrew Nicholson cannot clinch his first ever badminton, but the man who can and does is William Foxpitt, with a quite brilliant performance right throughout the competition, particularly on this final dramatic show jumping day at badminton. Well, what a competition. Just look how close they all are. Britain's first win since 2009, and look in all 5 nations in the top 12. This has to be the best ever Mitsubishi Motors Badminton Horse Trials.
"11 years since his first win on Tamarillo back in 2004, William Foxpitt is victorious once again, this time riding the first ever stallion to win a 4-star, the stunning and extremely talented Chile Morning. The combination kept spectators on the edge of their seats right to the end, and by finishing on their dressage score, proved themselves worthy winners.
So many mixed emotions. You know, I've been very lucky to have taken Chile on as a 12-year-old from Nick Gauntlet, and you've really been able to reap the benefits for riding such a lovely horse. And just, it's such a relief at this level when it comes off, because it normally doesn't. And I've been around long enough to know that there's no rhyme or reason to a result, and you're either your luck's in or it's not. And it's just brilliant today to have been the lucky one.
The 12 points from Ingrid Klimke's second place at Badminton joined the 15 from her Pau win, propelling her back to the top of the FEI Classic standings after 4 legs. Williams' win, and therefore the addition of 15 points to his scorecard, places him second, and Michael Young, with the 15 from his Kentucky victory, moves him down to third. Join us next time for more elite horse sport from the world of eventing at the 5th leg of the FEI Classics held in June at Germany's leading 3-day event, the CCI 4-Star in Le Moulin.